It certainly isn't easy to defeat the Hulk, but if you read the comics, you already know that it's not impossible. From adamantium claws, super strength beatdowns, and even simple bullets, the Hulk's been taken down more times than you might think, although he definitely always comes back. Here's every time the Hulk has lost his life at the hands of his enemies. Friendly fire. The Hulk's first demise came at the hands of an anonymous soldier in a 1965 issue of Tales to Astonish. After destroying one of Bruce Banner's inventions before it can fall into the wrong hands, the Hulk attempts to escape from the leader's evil lab, but is fired on by a soldier. It seems he was in the middle of transforming back into Banner at the time, because when the smoke cleared, Banner is lying on the ground, apparently dead. Fortunately for the Hulk, Rick Jones steals the body and brings it back to Banner's secret desert lab, hoping he can revive him by transforming him into the Hulk. It works, but it's now Banner in control of the Hulk's body, thanks to the bullet lodged in his skull that keeps him from turning back into his puny alter ego. Rather than deal with a Hulk that's super strong and super smart, the Hulk's arch-nemesis, the Leader, dissolves the bullet with the most vaguely named comic book science device ever, the gamma-ray laser-type beam. The disease. Bruce Banner has found plenty of cures for his condition over the years, but every time he does, he immediately finds a really good reason why he shouldn't have bothered. Such was the case for the Hulk's second death in Incredible Hulk number 225. Having been miraculously cured, Banner was helpless to fight off an assault on Gamma Base by the Leader. While his allies tried to convince him to re-embrace his hulkier side, Banner had what he thought was a better idea. He strapped himself into a gamma control harness that he used to control a Hulk robot. Unfortunately for him, the Leader defeated the robot and the energy feedback fatally electrocuted Banner. Like Rick Jones before him, Doc Samson reasoned the only thing to do was to blast Banner's body with gamma rays and hope it turned him back into the Hulk. It worked, but he probably regretted it when the Hulk punched him through a wall. Not a great way to say thanks, Hulk. The rematch. Wolverine made his first appearance all the way back in Hulk number 181 with a fight that didn't exactly go his way. 14 years later, in Hulk number 340, Logan returned with a vengeance and handed the Hulk one of his most devastating defeats. The two run into each other in a snowstorm. When the X-Men stopped to save the passengers of an airline the Hulk accidentally took down by hitting it mid-leap. When Hulk finds Wolverine amidst the plane's wreckage, he picks a fight by attacking his old rival. Wolverine initially refuses, but when he finally cuts loose, he spears Hulk through the torso with his claws. Wolverine believes the Hulk is a goner, but is shocked a few moments later when the Grey Hulk rises from the ground, clutching his chest, saying, "Let's try that again." Countdown. The Leader seems to be involved with a lot of these deaths. You'd almost think he has a problem with the Hulk. In a story called Countdown, the Hulk experiences multiple massive heart attacks for reasons he can't figure out. After slugging it out with the Abomination, the She-Thing, and the Leader's various henchmen, the big-brained villain finally tells the Hulk that he knows what's happening. The Hulk has been poisoned by a villain called Madman, and Leader wants Madman dead. After slowly weakening and shrinking over the course of a 4-part story, Hulk finally succumbs to the poison at the start of Incredible Hulk number 367. After he revives, he learns that Madman is Leader's brother, and after defeating the bad guys, he gets the cure for the poison, narrowly avoiding an oversized coffin once again. Future Imperfect. Future Imperfect isn't just one of the Hulk's many deaths, it's a twofer. In this story, the Hulk travels to the future and learns that one superpowered villain rules over what's left of humanity. And that villain is a version of himself called the Maestro. He's just as intelligent as the Bruce Banner of the present, more vicious than the Hulk ever was, and, in spite of his advanced age, even stronger thanks to the increased radiation in the environment. Hulk and Maestro throw down twice during Future Imperfect. Their first battle begins in an underground rebel base and spills out onto the streets of Dystopia before the Maestro ends it by breaking the Hulk's neck. That's Future Imperfect's Hulk death number 1. The second comes when the Hulk uses the same time machine that brought him to the future to send Maestro to the past, specifically to the exact moment the Gamma Bomb blast that changed Banner into the Hulk the first time. Boom. A hero unborn. The Onslaught event was catastrophic for many heroes of the Marvel Universe, but none more so than the Hulk. After sacrificing themselves to defeat Onslaught, the Fantastic Four and the Avengers were sent to an alternate universe called Heroes Reborn, where their stories were rebooted and they all lived new lives with their new amazing cheekbones. Meanwhile, everyone back in the regular universe thought they were dead. For the Hulk, though, it wasn't that simple. He was the one who delivered the blow that shattered Onslaught's armor, and it released so much power that Bruce Banner and the Hulk were physically separated from one another. Bruce Banner, along with the Avengers and the Fantastic Four, was reborn in the new timeline, but the Hulk stayed where he was. In the immediate aftermath, the new savage, bannerless Hulk went wild, with his insides appearing to literally rip out of his skin. Eventually, an irradiated cocoon formed around him, and the following issue, a new kind of Hulk emerged from the cocoon, one with the power and savagery of the Green Hulk, but the viciousness of the Gray Hulk. Years later, in Avengers number 684, we learned that the cocoon didn't just change the Hulk, it killed him. Destructible. After a nice, long, well-deserved vacation from his own violent death, Bruce Banner bought the proverbial farm once again at the end of Indestructible Hulk number 20. The series ended with a mystery. An unknown assailant shoots Banner in the back of the head on the final page, leading to the story being relaunched with a new Hulk number 1. After surgery, a really long fight with the Abomination, and just a tiny spoonful of Iron Man's Extremis formula, the Marvel Universe is introduced to Doc Green, a version of the Hulk which shares Bruce Banner's intelligence, but has a completely different personality. After launching a crusade to remove the powers of virtually every gamma-powered monster in the Marvel Universe, we finally learn who was responsible for his attempted murder. Dr. Melinda Lukenstern shot Banner, but it was Betty Ross, his longtime love, who gave her the intelligence she needed to pull it off. After her own adventures as the Red She-Hulk, Ross was convinced her former husband was going to cause an extinction-level event in the near future. Heads up, here's a Hulk death that shouldn't count, but apparently does. In Avengers Ultron Forever number 1, the Hulk is part of a team of Avengers pulled from different moments in time. As soon as he enters the fray, though, he's apparently decapitated by one of Ultron's lackeys. Then, in the issue that follows, we learn that the Hulk didn't really lose his head, he lost a mask. See, the Hulk of Ultron Forever is a very early version of the Hulk, pulled from 1963's Incredible Hulk number 6. In that strange issue, Banner transformed into a form that had a big green Hulk body and a little Bruce Banner head. The Hulk was forced to don a Hulk mask to hide his identity. That's the Hulk who shows up in Ultron Forever, and while that shouldn't technically count as one of his many deaths, a flashback in Avengers number 684 puts it in there with the others. It seems the Hulk actually was decapitated and just grew a tiny new head the next issue. The Fallen. Before Civil War II number 3, most of the heroes of the Marvel Universe thought Bruce Banner was rid of the Hulk for good. Amadeus Cho had absorbed the gamma radiation from Banner and became the totally awesome Hulk, leaving Banner completely cured. But then, the Inhuman called Ulysses had a precognitive vision of the original Hulk on a rampage, apparently murdering most of Marvel's heroes. When those heroes confronted Banner, they found he was researching gamma radiation again, and they were less than happy. Before anything could be resolved, 2 arrows kill Banner instantly. A flashback within a flashback revealed that months ago, Banner had approached Hawkeye with 2 arrows, asking Hawkeye to use them on him if he should ever show signs of turning into the Hulk. In the aftermath, Hawkeye claimed he saw Banner's eyes flash with green, but the truth is left ambiguous. Whether or not Banner was about to turn into the Hulk, it's clear that Hawkeye could never have done the deed, at least not with as much finality as Banner wanted. Bruce Banner and the Immortal Hulk are in the Marvel Universe for good, or for at least as long as it takes them to pick another adjective.